Delsin Rowe from infamous Second Son versus Vergil from DMC Devil May Cry. Delsin, by nature a carefree individual who has an affinity for anti-authoritarian street art. Also, he wants to become a hero and says that in dialogue here.
Think they're gonna welcome you?
No, but I'm gonna be different, okay? I'm not there doing what they do. I'm there to save lives. I'm gonna be like Superman. I'll be healing the sick.
A hero. What, you think they're gonna throw you a parade?
A bit careless and cocky, making fun out of nothing, especially in serious situations. Vergil is calm, intelligent, respectful and polite. He's reasonable and acts tragically. Secretly evil genius that manipulates his subordinates to aim his selfish goals. Let's see their skills. Oh, and this could be a perfect versus, as they're a match to each other's abilities and its concepts differs too less. Delsin is able to absorb neon video concrete smoke that he uses for attacks. He's able to perform karma bomb using different powers, also able to use a chain on his wrist as attack. Also has attacks that operate over a wide area. Delsin can evade from attacks, otherwise it's stated he is able to be quickly healed from sustained wounds. This is shown twice. After Augustine tortures Delsin to the point of knocking him unconscious, he wakes up a week later to find the concrete shards in his sled gone. When Delsin encounters the looters in the tunnel, they panic when they realize what he is. One of them shoots Delsin twice, but it doesn't take long for him to get back onto his feet. Weaknesses. Delsin's power absorption does come with a few drawbacks. Firstly, when he acquires a new power, he is unable to switch to his other powers until he develops his proficiency with said new power. Delsin cannot switch powers on a whim. He must switch powers by absorbing energy from a different power source. For example, if Delsin currently has smoke but wants to use neon, he must absorb neon to replace it. For the same reason, he can use multiple powers at once. Hate is harmful for Delsin as well as regular bullet shells. In gameplay, you can be killed by 4 or 5 of them. Oh, and if Delsin wouldn't be able to absorb anything, he would be same weak as regular human.
Your powers?
Yes, I lost all my powers. I lost smoke, I lost neon, I never even got
Delsin,
video.
this is great! This is great news, man!
What the hell is this great news? I've got 1,000 dupes after me and I've got nothing to go on.
Remember, we said we were gonna find a cure for you, and this is it!
Vergil possessed powers that was given him from his demon father, and so it's all concentrated in his sword Yamato, with which Vergil is able to perform deadly combos. Vergil also possesses the standard Nephilim abilities of superhuman reflexes, speed, endurance, and agility, being able to block most of Dante's attack as well as deflect bullets and projectiles with Yamato. Vergil is also very strong and strikes with a considerable force enough to knock Dante several feet away and block most of Dante's most powerful attacks by merely sweeping Yamato's health out. He makes extensive use of blistering swords, using Yamato to fling judgment cuts in tandem with the teleportation abilities or to summon lightning strikes as the slashes. There is 3 modes that Vergil uses for Yamato: regular, demon and angel. Also Vergil has special attack, Devil Trigger, which he can perform so long as he possesses his pendant. Vergil's Devil Trigger eliminates him within a ghostly blue aura and focuses on generating a shadowy doppelganger rather than slowing time. Vergil is able to cause a delay between his attacks and doppelganger's responses, as well as to force the doppelganger to work within a certain move list. From its default black state, in which it copies Vergil moves exactly, it can be changed to a white state that uses the standard version of his techniques, a blue state that uses the angel versions, and the red state that uses the demon versions. During both gameplay and cutscenes, Vergil activates his Devil Trigger by plugging Yamato into the ground. Also, Vergil seems to be bulletproof, if to consider from Dante being shot many times but it did no damage to him. It's written that in DLC ending, Vergil becomes stronger. Possibly he possesses powers of Hollow Vergil, which are concentrated aura. After defeating Hollow Vergil and reabsorbing his magic, Vergil acquires his full power and becomes effectively the new Demon King and King of Hell of Swords. Large swords, and as it was seen, Doppelganger becomes stronger. The true extent of his power after becoming the new Demon King is unknown, but it is heavily implied that he suppressed Dante's current power level. Vergil can evade angel or demon style, also he can glide and teleport. Teleportation comes as in attacks he uses his summoned swords to teleport, or he can use Yamato for opening a portal. Also, he can regenerate from attacks, but it comes slowly but effectively, as he healed a hole in his heart. Weaknesses. His weakness is slow regeneration, and if his body is pierced, but it's hard to guess which weaknesses he has after becoming the new Demon King. In my opinion, Vergil is an absolute winner here, as he is more firm for attacks, and he is faster and the one who follows the strategy and finds the weaknesses of the enemy. He doesn't need to charge to reach his powers, unlike Delsin, who depends on environment. He needs anything to maintain his abilities. I can't imagine any attacks from Delsin that would be mortal for Vergil. Who's win? Who's next? You decide.